It's like I was thinking about this, right? And I was thinking about why is it when you finally come up, right? When you finally get in position, right? You finally get in position, and then you have certain type of individuals, certain type of people that's around you. That could be your friends, loved ones, associates, whoever, right? You have some people that be around you when you finally make it successful. Why is it they think, or why is it they, in their mind, they think you may have done something illegal for you to get in position? Like, why is that the first thing that some people think, right? Especially if you came from humble beginnings, you finally got yourself in position. You able to do a lot of different things that you wasn't able to do in the past, taking trips, buying fancy cars. You know what I'm saying? Maybe putting your kids, if you have children, in the best schools. You know what I'm saying? Some like out here on the West Coast, we have like a charter. You could pay for. You have private school, then you have charter school. So charter school is above just your basic public school, and with charter school, you have to pay like either a monthly fee or a yearly fee. So it's similar to private, but it's a little bit more public. So it's like you finally get in position, right? You finally able to do some major things, whether it's for yourself, for your loved ones, for your children, for whoever you're dating or married to, whatever, right? Why is it a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people automatically think if you in a big body binge, you feel me? You done been out here grinding, doing it the right way, legitimately. You may have went to school. You may have learned a trade. You may have had a second and third job. You may be a content creator, whether it's music, YouTube, so on, whatever you have, what have you, right? Why is it when you finally get in position, some people be quick to say, "Oh, what did you do to get that?" Like, meaning you had to do something illegal for you to get in position. Like your mind, why is it some people mind automatically go to negativity when they see that you got it the way you got it? Meaning you in a nice car, like I said, nice house. You feel me? You got a very attractive person you with. Why is it some people be quick to say, "Oh, what did you do to get that?" You know what I mean? In a negative way, right? Like that's the thing that kills me. Like, why is it you can't just appreciate who I am? You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, why you gotta think so negatively of me? Like, I mean, and I gotta be a drug dealer. I gotta do some type of illegal scamming, and you know what I mean? Out here faking, acting like I'm flipping houses, but I'm stealing your money in some type of pyramid scheme. No, maybe you just can't see it in your lifespan. Maybe you can't see it because you failed at it. Maybe you can't see it because you don't have that it factor. You couldn't figure out how to take 100 and flip that into 1,000 and turn that 1,000 into 100,000. Maybe you just don't have that type of smarts. Maybe you're not good at understanding your geographic location and what's moving in your area. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe you live in an area where it's heavy blue collar workers in the sense of industrial, and you trying to be a tech person and you don't know how to correlate. Okay, let me work my technology experience and try to do some type of dispatch job. Maybe you can't figure out how to you have a degree, but you don't know how to, like I said in my previous videos, just because you have a degree doesn't make you successful. You have to know how to apply that degree. Do you feel? So it's like, right? Maybe the person that's talking negative, maybe they did try all these things and it didn't work for them. So in their mind, the only way they could see for you being successful at it because they wasn't is that you had to be doing something illegal, some type of drug transaction, some type of criminal entity. In their mind, they just can't muster up the thought process that, hey, maybe this person really figured it out. Maybe this person have had life experiences, have taken losses that you don't know about, and they was able to figure out where they made the mistakes at. Maybe they was able to figure out like, hey, you know what? I did it this way and this was my result. So now I'm gonna take what was the best part of that loss and add on that. You know what I mean? Combine that with a new understanding I have today. You feel me? Because it's like they say, most things is not new under the sun, but it's how you apply it when you under the sun. Do you feel me? So it's like, I just don't get it though. Like, why some people have to feel or have to say negative things in the sense of how you made your money. How did you become successful? Why do you automatically go to something negative? Why do you have to think that for somebody to have this success? Is it because I'm black? Because I'm black and I was able to get these fancy things, get these fancy threads? I mean, right now, I don't wear logos. If you subscribe to my channel, you know what I've been promoting. I don't promote wearing a lot of logos when I go live. You know why? I don't have a branding deal. So if you want me to wear your logos while I go live, we need to discuss the business. You feel me? Discuss the business. So I try to keep my, what I wear logo wise, because I do wear Polo, Nike, and all that. But when I go live, I'm trying to keep it at the minimum. Do you feel me? Because I'm a businessman, huh? But anyway, back to the story. Why is it? Not all, but most people think that you did something illegal for you to get that big body Benz, huh? Because look, dig this, right? Just follow me, man. Where I work at today, where I work at today, every individual, man or woman, or whoever you call yourself, right? I don't know what a lot of people do in their personal life. That's not my get down. That's not my concern. My concern is how me and you communicate, huh? With a respectful manner involved with that. That's all I care about. You feel me? But anyway, where I work at today, not back in the days, today, everybody I work with make over 150,000 a year right now, today. Most of these individuals, most of these individuals do not have a college degree. Most of these individuals, some of them have criminal records. And most of them, outside of that, the rest of them, they either referred by friends and family who work with the company. So what am I saying that for? Why am I saying this? Sean B. Stolo, why are you saying this? Oh, and I can't forget, some of the employees have degrees. But the thing of it is, though, the thing that we all have together that's unique. Well, of course, everyone is unique in their own way, but the thing that connect us together, and while we all, make a substantial amount of money, it's your work ethic. See, if you have the knowledge, you don't know how to apply it. If you have the knowledge and you don't know where to place it, what is the knowledge good for? See, What I have learned in my lifespan based on my experiences, it's not so much who's the smartest in the room, it's the one who's able to apply the knowledge that they have, that they receive, that they study for, or went to school for. You have to know when and where to apply it. Some common sense would help. A degree would help. But that doesn't automatically guarantee you success. That doesn't automatically guarantee you're going to make a certain amount of money. Because at some point in time, you will have to perform. You will have to meet certain requirements, terms and conditions. That's another thing I talk a lot about on my channel. You're going to have terms and conditions. You're going to have an understanding. So even if you have had a criminal background, depending on what you went to jail for, you can still have the same opportunity as the person getting that came in and has a degree. You can still have that opportunity whether you have the same amount of experience as the person who's been at the same corporation for this, for 10, 15 years. You will have that opportunity, but at some point in time, you will have to produce. You will have to show and prove. You will have to perform at a certain level. So the key of it is having that consistency, right? Because you can be the smartest in the room, but if you're not consistent on your production, I'd rather take somebody that's not as smart as you. I'd rather take someone who's willing to learn and don't have any of the knowledge, but they're willing to work, willing to put in the work. They willing to make the necessary sacrifices in their life, follow direction, and show and prove. Do you feel me? So anyway, back to my story. We chopping it up tonight, man. So follow me, man. I am Sean B. Stoller. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. You know, I appreciate everybody watching this live. Drop something in that super chat, to support the channel, man. I really appreciate that. But I'm going to say this, right? Going back to the story, because like I was just explaining, there's some guys I work with and ladies who make a large, substantial amount of money, right? But when we go out into the world as our own self, as our own individuals, separately, we all have different experiences. We all may make around the same amount of money, except for me, always, I don't want to say what I make, but hey. But my point of saying that is this. Why is it some people from different cultures, we can all make the same amount of money? We can have the same exact bins. But if somebody pull up next to us, they would judge me different than somebody from another race in that same bins. Me and my coworker can be in the same exact bins next to us. We're in a 3-lane. We're in a 3-lane highway, street, whatever you want to call it. I'm separate. I'm on the far left. He is on the far right. We got the middle lane. Somebody pull up in that middle lane, look to the left, see me, look to the right and see my partner. We both in the same bins, but somebody will look over at me on the left-hand side and say, I wonder if he's a drug dealer. I wonder if he's scamming to get that Benz. But you'll look to the right and see somebody from a different culture and would be like, oh, his family must got money, or he must be super successful. He must work for YouTube. So why is it you automatically link somebody of my complexion? You know, I'm chocolate, right? You know what I mean? You know, funky fresh in the whole nine, you know what I mean? But anyway, why is it somebody like me get stereotyped to the point that I have to, for me to get the same thing that my partner got from a different culture, different race, for me to have the same exact bins that he has, I had to be doing something illegal. I had to be doing something, you know, some type of criminal activity for me to get in position the same way you see this other individual in the bins. And on top of that, you probably gonna be like, oh, he got the bins, but you know, he probably stay in his mama basement. He probably stay in his grandma, you know, in the grandma garage. He probably don't even have a house to go to. So why is that judgment so harsh to the guy on the left than for the guy on the right? It's like, oh, he must have inherited money, or, you know, he went to Harvard, or he went to some type of, you know, big college, or, you know, his family set him up. So he's just an, you know, you just think all positive things on that side to the right. But when you look at me to the left, in the same exact bins, same color, interior, rims, everything. Why is it always, in most cases, in my opinion, how did you get that Benz? You don't ask the guy to the right how did he get his Benz, but you're gonna ask me though. And then assume I must have been doing something illegal. I must have been doing fake house flipping, huh? I've been doing some type of pyramid scheme, huh? You want to automatically assume that. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this. You know, if you go back to my subscribers, you know what it is. But if you go back and watch a lot of my old videos, there's one particular thumbnail I had where I showed the back seat of my Benz and it had my last name in it. That was not Photoshop. That was the real thing. That picture with my last name in the seats was a Benz. It was the CLK 430 2003. It was the same one to all my OGs out there. If you seen the original belly with DMX and Nas in it, not the one with Game, because that was garbage, but the one with Nas and DMX in it. You know what I'm saying? That same Benz that Buns had and he gave to Nas, you know what I'm saying, which was DMX. DMX gave his Benz to Nas because he, you know, he was going a whole different way in life. But anyway, that same Benz you see in Belly, that's the same one I had. But I didn't just have that. I put my name in the seats. You feel me? My last name Gully, so it said Gully Boy in the seats. It wasn't a Photoshop, man. That's real deal. But I'm saying that to say this, right? When I got that Benz, I got it used. I'm not gonna lie. I bought it in 2000 and it was a 2002, and I bought it back in 2007. I paid cash for it. I paid cash for it. I want that to be known on record. When I bought that Benz, right? Young, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was young and popping in my 20s. I'm out there driving a car in Oakland. I stay in Richmond, California. I was driving out in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? About to go see this bad, you know what I mean? About to go pick up something, you feel me? Pick up this super thick, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful female, you understand me? On my way to pick her up, I got that, you know, it was 2007. So yeah, I was bumping that. That's when that Jeezy came out, the Thug Motivation 101. I'm riding, listening to Chill. You know what I mean? And then, so I'm listening to Jeezy rolling. I want to say down Martin Luther King Street out there in Oakland, man. The police get behind me. I had my music up, but it wasn't blasting that hard. The cop pulled me over. I'm confused why I'm getting pulled over because I wasn't speeding. I wasn't swerving. I wasn't smoking in the car. I probably was drinking a bottled water that I had in a little, you know what I'm saying, cup holder. That's it. But I got pulled over in my Benz. I had custom rims on it, chrome custom rims, Gully Boy in the seats. The interior was gray and blue. So I get pulled over. He come up, talk, pull over, turn the engine off, you know. I had my hands up the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Because I was always told when you get pulled over, don't move, don't do no sudden moves with your hands. So I turned the engine off and I got my hands like this. He come up to the window. Can you roll down your window? Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, officer. I was sounding like Gunna. Yes, sir. He said, Gunna said, yes, ma'am. I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roll my window down. He asked me, as soon as I rolled my window down, he said, can I see your license? I said, no problem. I hand him my license. He said, wait right here. He go and run my information, come back and tell me, oh, you can leave. The cop tell me you can just leave. He didn't tell me why he pulled me over. He didn't tell me anything but for me to give him my license because he assumed because I was in the Benz, I was doing something illegal or maybe I had warrants. Because how can this young black man riding this fairly new Benz worth over 50,000 with custom seats, custom rims? I gotta be doing something illegal. Do you feel? See, that's the thing that to this day, and this happened back in '07, we in 2023. To this day, I'm still affected by that situation. To this day, people wonder why some black folks get nervous when the police come around. See, I can't tell you, especially if you're from another culture, I'm I can't tell you how you getting treated or how it feels to be you. Just like you can't tell me how to be black if you're not the same skin tone as me. If you didn't have the life experiences of me. Because here I am, a young adult. I'm not bothering nobody. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? The music not blasting. You know what I'm saying? It don't sound like a gorilla trying to get out the trunk when my trunk is just. I don't have none of that. I got only thing I have on this car. Other than that, I paid right out for it, which the police wouldn't know that. Well, maybe they would. They could probably see the off the VIN number if if it has a loan on it. I'm not sure. They probably could nowadays. But anyway, this young black man, riding in this expensive V8 coupe. I gotta be riding dirty. I gotta have some type of warrants. I gotta have something on me for him to take the car away, give me all these fines, and go through the court system, right? I gotta have something on me because there's no way in how that this young 25-year-old, 23, 25-year-old can be pushing this type of vehicle. Because in my mind, he probably can't afford it himself. So for me, riding through East Oakland, well, probably North Oakland. I'll take that back. It was through North Oakland. Me being a young black man, and I wonder how many young black men this cop have pulled over or experienced in a negative way, where he automatically assumed I was just like that. I was just like the other black guys he pulled over that was illegal or riding dirty, I should say. I'm not here to bash the police department. I'm just trying to make an example. I'm just trying to make you understand why some of us move the way we move to a certain degree. Why some of us are not so quick to call the police. Why some of us always look at things a little bit different than what most folks will do, or just don't see the why a person would do this. Because just maybe, if you was my complexion, pulling up in the new Benz, if you had the same experiences I've had, maybe you can understand me a little bit better. You know, because it's people don't really understand. Some people don't understand how that affects you. Cause it's like you a young man, you a young individual, you out here popping it, doing the legitimate way. You're not bothering nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing no type of illegal transaction, but yet you still treated like a common hood nigga because of your skin tone, because of the stereotypes, because of their experiences with other black people. So just think about this, right? You know, if you're a happy-go-lucky person and then all of a sudden you get put in these type of situations, how do you handle it then? Because to this day, that still affected me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's like when I go and get an expensive car, in the back of my mind, I know I have to carry myself a certain way because I'm afraid, if I get pulled over, depending on who pulls me over, I have no idea if I'm gonna go home or not, to a degree. You know what I mean? So I don't want to go that dark on it, but I just had to make that point. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge a book by its cover. And that's why on this channel, if you go through a lot of my videos, I don't use the N word a lot because not all of us is N words, bruh. Not all of us talk like that, bruh. Not all of us have to converse with you in that type of manner for you to get my point. Not all of us have to be considered that because I'm bigger than that. And I'm not here to knock nobody who use it because I still use it from time to time. But it's important for me to give you something different because I always been different in my eyes. And that's a beautiful thing, you know? And don't let nothing or anyone tell you anything different. Always be you, regardless of the situation. but know how to move in certain situations, huh? Move accordingly, understand your position, and continue pushing, huh? you know? But I just have to speak on that because somebody is going to have this same experience I had, and maybe it will be different today, but who knows? And that's why for me personally, it's like no matter where I go in life, in the sense of where I live at, what type of car I drive, in the back of my mind, there's always going to be a difference. So that's why I always talk about move accordingly, understand your position, and understand your value to yourself, your family, your loved ones, and people that really truly care about you. You know what I mean? And it's like, speaking on that, right? Also bring me to this, right? Like I was saying earlier, why is it people automatically think negative? And then on top of all that, right? So you got the stigma of people thinking you doing something illegal, right? Or or they thinking you, oh, you super successful, you done made them over $1 million, you done did this, you done did that. You must be part of the Illuminati. You part of the Illuminati. Like, first of all, be honest with you. I don't know what the hell Illuminati is. I don't know what the Nori door is. I don't know nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't get it, man. I mean, I think that there are some powerful people out there where, depending on what industry you in, of course, it can cause an issue for you. I would say that, but some type of Illuminati, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't believe it. I don't know what it is. I don't. Just because you making money and you black, you automatically an Illuminati. That's how. That's what's been told to me, and basically from my life experience in dealing with folks. It's like, as soon as you make money, you make real money, you become a millionaire. Oh, he black. Oh yeah, he with the Illuminati. First of all, I'm kind of confused because if anybody's saying somebody else is with the Illuminati, first of all, how the hell you know about the Illuminati? I thought you had to be a millionaire to be in the club of that, if it's true, right? Which I don't believe. But if you were, why would they let you know if you broke? How would you have that access? Like, I'm kind of confused. Like, what millionaire came down to your level and said, hey, man, if a person make this much, they part of this program. They part of this. They making sacrifices over here. Like, what? How the hell you get access to that? How you know what that looks like? Like, I can't tell you what it look like. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never been involved in that. I don't know anybody involved in that. Now, maybe when some people become rich or super rich or whatever kind of rich they are, maybe they fetishes come out and maybe show you the weird side of them. You know what I mean? I can give you that, because like I said, once you get real money, right? What you was buying, when you was making a couple of hundred, maybe a few thousand, changes when you start making 100,000 a month, let alone 1 million a month. Like, or every couple of months you drop and get somebody, you get an investment and get a hit a lick for a mill here, a mill there. I wonder what your likes and dislikes become then. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to say, oh man, you see it all the time. I mean, if you go look at some of these celebrities who say, you know, oh man, if I become super successful, I'm only gonna get one car. I'm gonna get one Bentley, get one of this, one of that. And what happens? They get two, three cars, two different houses. They got a house just when they go to Vegas, when they go to, you know what I'm saying? They go to some other foreign country. They go to London or France or wherever. They got a flat out there. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Like, I don't like that statement, man, because you don't really know. I mean, depending on your age, I give you that. But in general, I'm speaking. You have no idea what your likes and dislikes be then. Who say you may not like jewelry now because you're a hunter. But what happens when you a millionaire? Will you like jewelry then? Will you be trying to get that Paul Wall grill? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that grilled in, huh? Trying to get iced out. You feel me? Trying to look like Rick Ross or Busta Rhymes or something. You know what I mean? Let's be real, man. Let's be real. You know, that's what kills me. It's like, oh man, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. No, I just take my money and I just invest. Okay, what invest in what? Do you know how to invest? So you tell me all these years you haven't had no extra money to invest $100 into something, Robin Hood or something. So you couldn't figure out how to muster up a few dollars to get it going. So all of a sudden, once you get millions, you're just going to automatically know what to do with it. Okay, I'm just saying though, man. Don't shoot the messenger, but did you get the message? Do you feel me? You know? I'm just saying though, man. It just kills me because it's like not only you have to deal with going out to the world and, you know, possibly dealing with the police, possibly dealing with people around you, thinking you may have changed, but realistically, they probably the ones who changed on you because once they figured out that you were successful and you got that money, now they expecting certain things from you. Now they like when y'all go to the little spot and get you, go to a restaurant, they expect you to pay because you got it. How much Forbes said you made last year? Oh, you got made 10 million? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. We're finna order everything on the menu and he gonna take care of it because he a millionaire. So it's like not only you have to deal with that, right? Then you're gonna have some other individuals that say, "Oh, you know how we grew up together, and I don't know how he made that money. He must be part of the Illuminati. He must be he must be doing some type of legal. He must be doing sacrifices and all this and that. Come on, making up stuff, man." And you wonder why certain people are never they never can get to a better position in life. You wonder why certain people always having issues in life. You wonder why certain people can tell you a whole lot of things about you, but they don't have nothing to say about themselves. I say again, you wonder why some people have a whole lot to say about you, but have nothing to say or show for themselves. Do you feel? See, if you spend more time working on yourself, maybe you'll have a little bit more success in your life if you don't have it already. Maybe if you stop being around people that's talking a whole negativity to you or about you, maybe you can get better production in your life. See, the thing about me, right? I work a lot and I still this is my like my passion. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, you know, this is my passion. I get a few dollars from it. I'm not gonna front. But this is something I truly love doing. But until my passion surpass what I'm making other places, it has to stay as my passion. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to produce and put videos out. Because if you go back and go to my channel, click that live tab, you see how busy I get. You click the video tab, you see how busy I get. You click the shorts tab, you see how busy I get. So just imagine if I did this every day as a full-time job. See, I'm all about production. I'm all about producing and making and getting results. Whether it's popular or unpopular, whether you like it or not, I'm going to continue doing what I do. That's just who I am. That's how my motor is set up. And my motor in life is for me to always keep pushing. So when you look up one day and you see Sean B. Stoller, like, oh man, he didn't expand it. He didn't did this, he didn't did that. Remember this conversation. You know what I mean? And hopefully this gives you some type of motivation to the ones who watch my video this far, to the ones who really go through a lot of my videos and peep game that I bring to you. You know what I mean? Is that for the things that you really want in life, you got to actually put in the work for it. And sometimes it won't pay off right away. But long as you stay consistent, long as you continue getting after it, in my opinion, you will see your success. But the question is, can you see it? It's like you can tell a person all the moves they need to make, right? You can give them the cheat code, but if they do not know how to apply the cheat code, it's just like they didn't know anything at all. I'm just saying, though. You know what I mean? I'm sipping on water and coffee tonight. I normally have my little orange juice. I haven't had my orange juice all week, honestly. Now that I think about it, no. I think maybe once. One live video, I had some orange juice. That's it. Because, I'm the type of person, right? This applies here and in my everyday life. If I do something all the time the same way, I have to switch it up somehow. And that's the same thing with my videos. Sometimes I give it to you a little fast on the flow. Sometimes I break it down real slow. And when I'm talking to my ladies, you know what I mean? I'll be like, hey, beautiful, how you doing? Do you feel? Like to have fun with it, man. That's all. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to stay consistent in life, is what I'm saying. Hold on. Yeah, you got to stay consistent in life, man. You don't have to be the greatest at what you do, but being the most consistent is everything. You know what I mean? Because I'm not the first to say it, I won't be the last. You can be the best at whatever you do, but that person that's under you, that person that doesn't have as much talent as you, if they outwork you, I'd rather take that person over you because I see that they're going to continue pushing as opposed to somebody that know they got it. After a while, they get complacent. After a while, they just, oh, okay, I'll just mail it in, you know? I need that person to love to put in that work. I like that person that say, you know what, I'm finna work this job. I'm gonna do this until my dream becomes my reality. And that's another thing too. You know, some people be like, a job is not, that ain't the new, that's not the wave, that's not the society we in now. It's all about entrepreneurism and, investing into this, investing into that. That's cool. It's nothing wrong with that. I do agree with that to a degree. But the thing of it is, though, you need to create finances first. And usually, especially if you looking to be some type of influencer, you usually don't make money right off the back. You know what I mean? So it's like for you to get the things that you need, like first of all, especially if you're looking to go into business for yourself, you're going to need some type of loan, right? If you go into a bank, how would they give you a loan if you don't have a work history? Why would they give you a loan when you don't have a credit history? A good one at that, right? And why would they give you a loan if you don't show that you have solid finances? So having that job helps that stability that you need to get the business loan that you would need, huh? To help you open up that business account that you need, that business credit card. Because last time I checked, when you need a loan, whether it's in the form of a credit card, personal loan, business loan, home loan, car loan, they want to see how can you pay this back. So that's where a job comes in at. You do need to show if we give you this large sum of money, how are you going to pay us back? We're not going to just give you the money and expect you to be successful. No. Last time I checked, that's not how it works in the United States. They want to see what type of collateral you can bring to us based on where you work at, how much you make, what's your hours, average hours you work a week. Like all of that matters. So when somebody say having a job doesn't matter and get out here and grinding, that doesn't matter. Yes, it does. You do have to work. You do have to have some type of finance structure going on for you to get help from these major corporations. Now, if you got the family hookup, you know some millionaires out there and they just front you the cash, okay, well, all right, throw my hands up. But for the rest of us, you need to show stable income, stable credit, good credit, work history, rental history if you have one. But you can't do all that if you don't have income coming in. That means you have to get a job first, right? So, there's nothing wrong working at a job, nothing wrong working at a career job. Because guess what? If you're working at a career job that pays you well, now you have a leg up because you can take some of that extra money that you get because you're making good money. And now you can invest into your passion, which is your dream, right? And then once you get to a level where you don't have to work for these corporations, voila. But until then, you got to work, buddy. You got to get out here and get active and get motivated and staying dedicated to the mission, to the plan, to the process. Do you feel? You know what I mean? So, to those who say, oh, you don't need a job, I highly disagree with that. Now, when I say when you work at these locations, doesn't mean that that's where you're going to stay at forever. No, but you work there until you get in position. That's what that means when I say that. Get in position, meaning you already been through whatever steps you needed. Now you in position to make those major adjustments, make those major moves, make those major investments because you built yourself up so you can invest into this, invest into yourself. Huh? I'm just saying though, man. I'm Sean B. Stoller. If you didn't know, hit that, you know what I'm saying? Go and drop something in that super chat. I appreciate it. And it's all about you recognizing your greatness. Or maybe the people around you recognize your greatness and you're able to use that to put you in position so you can win, so you can be great. Do you feel? You know? Because me personally, my first job that I worked at where I was making, a decent amount or a fair amount of money. I used to work for the phone company back in the days, in the early 2000s. I worked in the call center and, they was paying me pretty well. But prior to getting that job, I wasn't the type of guy who liked to talk. I know the man who I am today, of course, I talk all night. But back then, a young bee stoler, huh? I was kind of like a standoffish, quiet type individual. You know what I'm saying? But once I start working, you know, at this phone company, right? Doing a call center where they call in, they have an issue with their bill, their cell phone bill, their satellite dish, whatever, right? Once I start focusing on the job and, I was making good money, I started recognizing my passion. I started recognizing how to communicate in a productive way. You know what I mean? So I always had the sauce in me, but I didn't know how to use it. I'm still working on it today, but I'm a little bit more saucy with it now, though. You know what I mean? So it's important for you to recognize your greatness. And if you can't recognize it, people close to you that really care about you, sometimes they'll recognize it before you do. Really pay attention to that and continue pushing forward on whatever you want to be or whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? And I did want to, we'll get off topic for a second. I did want to bring up Tasha K. Oh my goodness. You're not familiar with Tasha K? She's the one being sued by Cardi B. But I was watching a little bit of her live earlier today, man, and she got the tea. Tasha K with the tea, huh? She had some tea on Whack 100, man. I don't know how true this is, but she was talking. I forgot the lady name, but she was talking to a woman that said that she was dating Whack 100, talking about how he like his sexual fetishes. I ain't going into that, man. I'm a real dude out here, man. I don't like really talking about another man's sexual acts. That ain't my business. But what I did hear, was talking about Jay Diggs. You a fool, man. I gotta put some respect on Jay Diggs' name. So on Tasha K, she was talking to a lady who said she was dating Whack 100, and saying he like those three fingers in his gluteus maximus. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa. And so If y'all want to see that, go check out Tasha K when my live is over. It's on her channel. But I just like, wow. I'm like whack 100, man. I do check out a little bit of Clubhouse. Some of the stuff I can handle. But I don't know what's going on between Tasha K and Whack 100, man. They got a whole bunch of madness going between them and people associated with the situation. But yeah, man. So Tasha K, wow. Oh my goodness, huh? But I just had to bring that up because I was watching a little bit of that earlier. I was like, oh my goodness, man. This was just oof. You know what I mean? Too much for me. It's a real individual, man. That was too much for me. She was dropping the T, man. She was putting the T on top of the T, huh? So yeah, shout out to Tasha K, Whack 100, man. Shout out to y'all, man. But it's just like when I think about, being successful and what that comes with, it's really a shame, right? It's really a shame that just because of your race, just because of your ambitions of wanting more in life, not just the basics, not just what everybody else have or doing, because you want something different. Some people from different cultures treat you different or treat you as if you just like the other dude, but the other black person they pulled over that was riding dirty or had warrants or whatever. Why is it that not all, but a lot of people put us all in the same box, but we all different? You know what I mean? Because you might be so you might like a big bubble back on a woman, and I'm a thigh man. You know what I mean? I'm not into the bubble backs. You know what? I prefer a woman with a flat back or a wide back, but you gotta have them thunder thighs, huh? It's two type of women I like. I like them either kind of short with them thunder thighs, like they play soccer or volleyball all their life. You know what I mean? Because I need them thighs to keep me warm at night. I might get a little cold. The cover don't do it. I need them thunder thighs, baby. So I prefer a woman. She don't have to have a bubble back, but you need them thunder thighs, baby. You know what I mean? So I'm that type of guy. I'm not a bubble back guy. You feel me? And if not, if they're not short with the thunder thighs, I like them tall like basketball players. You know what I mean? I like the tall and slim ladies too. You know what I mean? So those are two types that I personally like, other than what social media and everybody else is saying. Like everybody want the Kim K booty. No, bruh. That's not what I'm into. I mean, you can have one. If you have it, it's cool, but that's not what I'm necessarily looking for. You know what I mean? I need them thunder thighs. I need you to keep me warm at night. You know what I'm saying? A woman is like my blanket at night. You understand me? Keep me nice and toasty in that thing. You know what I mean? I might go to sleep in it, wake up in it, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, some people get it twisted. We ain't all the same. We might be the same skin tone, but we might have similar humble beginnings, but that's where it ends. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. How y'all just gonna put us all in one box? You know what I'm saying? Put us in one box, one bucket, huh? One bucket, two girls in a cup. Oh, yowzers. Two girls, one cup. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know who the hell came up with that idea. That was ridiculous, man. Oh my goodness. Huh? But yeah, man. It's like I don't get it, man. It's like you work so hard to build yourself up just for somebody to just easily tear it down. And that's why I say it still affect me to this day when I bought that Benz and I got treated like that. Some people you may be like, oh, that ain't no big deal. But to a young 20-year-old, 23-year-old who's just now, figured it out, figured out how to ball, how to do this, do that, and it wasn't nothing illegal, but yet you get treated like you are illegal. And it was crazy too, right? Even some of the ladies that I dated back then, some of the females I dated back then, when they see back then I had that brand new Charger at that time. It had just came out in 2006. That's when the Charger was introduced. I had a Charger and I had a Benz at the same damn time. And a couple of females I dated, when I went to go pick them up, their parents, their mom was there separately. I went there, and one girl I picked up, her mom was like, "Oh, you in a Benzo?" And then she asked the daughter, "Oh, does he sell drugs?" Do I sell drugs? So meaning I only can get this Benz because I'm a drug dealer? Really? So it's not just other cultures. It's also our culture as well, being a black man. And I just don't get it, man. It's like if you're not a rapper, if you're not a athlete, you know what I'm saying? They get confused. Some people get confused on how did you get all this success? How was you able to buy these things and you not involved in nothing illegally? Like, really think about that. Like back in that old, I think Ice Cube song, here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. So that's what you think about me? Because in your mind, I don't supposed to be in this car. In your mind, I don't supposed to be at this location. In your mind, I don't supposed to be in the same facility as you. But yet here I am. Voila. Ridiculous. You know, I tell you, man, it ain't easy, man. Even though I make it look easy, and people like me who do make it look easy, I guarantee you most of them come from very humble and painful beginnings at some point in time in their life. And the great ones, the ones who are able to master that and take that energy and put it in a positive way, put that in that motivation and drive that you need, watch how their life becomes greater then. Watch how their life start to excel then. Watch how their life become bigger than life. Do you feel? It brings me to another conversation, man. What's going on with them island boys? My island boys. I mean, if you're not familiar with the Island Boys, I mean, I'm not that familiar, but I just heard him say that, and I've seen a couple of videos, and I'm like, I thought the Island Boys were brothers, man. I'm off topic a little bit, but just follow me. So, from my understanding, the Island Boys are brothers, but I see them tongue kissing each other, or doing some type of kissing motion. Oh my goodness! Ooh, ooh. I mean, if they not brothers, hey man, this we live in America. We in a free country. You know what I mean? That means you can be whatever, whoever you choose to be, huh? You know what I'm saying? If you think you tree bark, then hey, go ahead and be tree bark, man. You know what I'm saying? you know? So yeah, I don't know. So is that Illuminati? Maybe that's Illuminati, huh? They're gonna turn around and say the Island Boys. The Island Boys, they part of the Illuminati? That was a sacrifice? Was that they sacrifice? Don't tell me, bruh. Nah, bruh. Bruh. That was a sacrifice. That was a sacrifice, huh? Oh my goodness, man. Ridiculous, man. I don't get it. Help me understand, man. I'm lost, bruh. Help me help you, huh? Better yet, no, scratch that. You know what? Help yourself, bruh. I'm a island boy. Za, za, za. My goodness, man. I don't know what to say no more. I don't get it, you know? And that's why I say, when it comes to hip hop rap, I'm definitely a big fan. I still am today. And I really dislike when people be quick to say, oh, rap, hip hop is the devil music or hip hop is you listening to that. Like, yeah, man, because I grew up listening to rap. I still listen to rap to this day, right? But I can't say this. A lot of people, I'm in my 40s. So some people be like, the 90s was the best era because that was, when I feel like most artists, that's when they made the most money back then. I mean, of course, today it's a whole nother level, but in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? You had a lot of groups. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but a decent amount of groups, single solo rappers. And the thing of it is that you had the gangster element for sure, but you also had different elements that was there as well, you know? And it wasn't just all about, shoot up this, kill ass, smoking on my dead ops. It wasn't all just about that in the 90s. Yeah, of course, Tupac had the Hit 'em Up song and Biggie and all that. But it wasn't just about that. You had groups like Outkast, huh? They had a song called "You Gotta Get Up, Get Out, and Do Something." Don't spend all your time trying to get high. You need to get up, get out, and do something. Cause you and I gotta do for you and I. That's came out in the 90s, man. So you had a fair balance in rap, hip hop in the 90s. Of course, you had the Tupac, you had Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? You had a whole bunch of other groups and individual artists back then, but for the most part, everybody tried to have their own style. Look at E40. E40 had his own style. Too Short had his own style. You know? So it's like with today's rap, I get confused sometimes who I'm listening to. Is it Little Baby, Da Baby? Uh you know what I'm saying? Unless you got a distinctive flow like the Amigos, they got their own type of flow. So I catch them who it is regardless. But, I could say with the 90s, you just had more of a better balance, I would say. You know? So I'm not against rap. I'm not against rappers. But if you expecting entertainer to for all the guidance, I would not recommend that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, unlike with YouTube, what I definitely love shooting them videos on YouTube and putting out content. But one thing I definitely like about YouTube, you really have the freedom to a degree to put out what you want, you know? So just my little piece on it. You feel me? So I am hip hop. I support hip hop, huh? And I disagree with a lot of people who quick to say we need to get rid of hip hop or hip hop is causing all these issues. I highly disagree with that. It's because it's all about the individual, the group of people that go out here and do those things. But it's up to you to understand your position and move accordingly, huh? you know, I'm just saying though, you know? So it's like, that's why it's important for you to, with hip hop, for at least for on my, what I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna get off this topic. But for me, with rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, this type of music definitely helps generate millions, if not billions of dollars. But with all that money going through hip hop and the creators and CEOs, what have they done for the community outside of the rapper rapping about it, huh? Instead of you down talking the rapper, go to the label, huh? That's where you need to go. The label should be funding stuff and helping veterans communities and stuff like that, you know? That was my little 2 cents on that, huh? Because I'm a yikes. Uh, you know, I don't know, man. I do not know, my friend. Where's my? Yeah, I must have set it up there. I'll get it later. But yeah, man. So that's all I have for tonight. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You can share it. It's cool. And, go ahead and once you subscribe to the channel, go back and click on some of my videos there. I have the live tab. That's where you get a lot of my updated videos, current. And then right next to that, I also have videos. You can watch the actual videos. We have some shorts. I got shorts in there for you. Excuse me. So I have a lot of different material that I have available for you. So it's really important you go back and check it out. One of my favorites I like to watch or what I have viewed a few times was Don't Be a Young Buck Story. I think that's one of my definitely a very good video there. Um, that's got a lot of stuff. I even talk about Nicki Minaj need to drop the album. That's a good one. I have the grown man section. I'm probably gonna do another live tonight. I might do a live tonight. We're gonna do grown man section part 2. So I'm gonna drop that tonight. We're gonna come back and do it live again. You know what I mean? I'm not playing with y'all, man. I'm just continue dropping this content. Yeah, I'm Sean B. Stoller, huh? But Go ahead and subscribe. Watch my videos there. Hit that live tab and enjoy yourself. Also do reviews too. I went to the Future concert a few months back. I did a review on that. I've been to New Jack City. I seen the New Jack City play. I did a review on that. Seen the Transformer movie. I did a review on that. So I stay active on my channel. So tap in with me, huh? And drop something in that super chat. I appreciate it. You know? And it's like another thing I want to mention too. It's like, you know what? Don't allow people to come around you if they only about negativity. You gotta curve them, man. Like we in a whole different era, and it's like you gotta understand that. You know what? If you only gonna bring negativity to me, why are we kicking it? Why are we friends? Because if you my real friend, you're not just gonna bring negativity to me. You know what I mean? So it's important for you to have that understanding, man, and who you allow around you. It's very important for you to have that understanding. You know what I mean? Because with me, I have a terms and conditions. That's for relationships, friendships, family ship. It's very important for folks to have that understanding of me and about me. And same thing for me towards them. If you a good friend of mine, oh, absolutely. I'm gonna check on you from time to time. So it's important, man, to understand your position and move accordingly out here. Because just as fast as you make it, it's just as fast they can take it from you. So move accordingly and understand what you're dealing with, huh? It's like, that's why I talk a lot about being a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the traits of being a grown man out here is that whatever your standards are, what you believe in, that's what you stand on. And really don't have no shame about it. You know what I'm saying? I did a video a while back saying I'm not concerned, what you think about me. Like, because for you to be successful, for you to, you know, really start to elevate in your life, in my opinion, you gotta really just be selfless to a degree, in a sense of, you know what? You don't think it's possible? I think it's possible. Matter of fact, I know it's possible. I believe in myself. So sometimes that's all you need. You just got to continue pushing forward, man. And you'd be surprised how things will open up for you. You'd be surprised the people that come into your life that want to do things for you, huh? Because it's all about that energy. It's all about protecting your energy. It's all about having an understanding of who you are and what you are willing and willing not to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, that's priceless, because you can avoid a whole lot of negative situations when you have that understanding. You know? So, what do you think? Somebody dropping got a question? Let me know in the chat. Something you want me to discuss, you can put in the chat. If you want something you want me to discuss, drop something in the chat and drop something in that super chat, and then I can get that going for you. But I just had to come on here tonight and really just have that conversation because it was needed. It's been a while. And just know, When you come to my channel, all I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. I am Sean B. Stoll, if you didn't know. So I want to thank y'all for checking out this live with me tonight. And I'll be back later on, later on tonight, and coming back with another hot topic I got. And if you just now coming in, you may have to rewind this and watch it from the beginning. Make sure you hit that subscribe and watch a lot of my other videos. Like I said, I got the live videos, I got the regular videos, shorts. I got what you need. I'm Bashan B. Stola, a brand you can trust, huh? And I just try to bring you a little different sauce than what you're used to. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all checking out this live. And I think that's all I have for tonight. Yeah. So I'm going to leave you with this, right? I'm going to leave you with this. In life, you have choices, you have decisions, you have reactions, and then you have people taking action. So continue pushing forward, continue getting after what you believe that's meant for you, or that you want to accomplish, or that you want to complete. Continue moving forward, continue believing in yourself, and know that your greatness is right there for you. You just got to want it, and you got to produce, and you got to stay dedicated. I am Sean B. Stoll. Until next time, peace.